What is going on there, guys? CG Gaming here, and welcome back for another Monster Hunter World How to Kill guide. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to beat a Pukei Pukei by going over its weaknesses, its abilities, where to find him, and the strategy to beat him. The Pukei Pukei is a bird wyvern known to possess poisonous toxins in its body. It's been spotted storing scatternuts in its mouth or tail, coating them with poison and spitting them out at threats. The Pukei Pukei is native to the ancient forest location, but it may show up in other places later on in the game. He's pretty easy to find in the ancient forest itself, as he usually hangs around zone 6, but he can be pretty difficult to keep in the one area. After laying into him for a bit, he will decide to fly off, which can make him a bit more annoying to find, as he can fly in and around the trees until he finds a landing spot. Now let's go over his weaknesses. As you can see on the screen, the Pukei Pukei is most weak to the thunder element, rated at 3 stars, followed by fire and ice at 2 stars, then 1 star for dragon, and he's resistant to water. He's most susceptible to sleep and paralysis, rated at 3 stars, followed by blast and stun at 2 stars, and poison being the least effective at 1 star. His head, wings and tail are breakable, while his tail is severable. His head seems to be the weakest part, as cut, blunt and ammo damage are all rated at 3 stars, while his tail and wings are rated at 2 stars. The Pukei Pukei has quite a variety of different moves, with some of them being poison based, so make sure that you bring a ton of antidotes with you, as you're gonna need them. When he extends his neck out, he will start spitting poison at you, so you need to be ready to roll out of the way quickly. He usually spits twice, sometimes 3 times. If you do get hit by any of the poison attacks, you'll notice that your HP bar will turn purple. At this point, you need to disengage with him and run back to apply an antidote while keeping an eye on him so he doesn't catch you off guard. He will also generate large clouds of noxious fumes and fart out poison from his tail if you don't sever the tail early on in the fight. He has a few non-poison attacks also. He can use tail swipe, but as he has a fairly short tail, this one is pretty easy to dodge, and he also has a charge attack where he will stand on his hind legs and charge at you, but again, fairly easy to block or roll out of the way to avoid. The best strategy I've found so far is to focus on his tail early on in the fight. You need to make sure that you sever the tail first to cut off his ability to fart out poison. Next, you can begin smashing out attacks on his wings until you've broken them. This won't completely prevent him from flying, but it can slow him down majorly. After this, you can start attacking his head, but this is where positioning is very important. You need to attack his head from the side, so you're not risking getting hit by a spitting poison attack or charge attack when standing in front of him. Throughout the fight, he will disengage and run or fly away. If you've broken his wings, he will move slower, so if you're using a ranged attack weapon like the bow, you can use this to your advantage and land some extra shots on him as he retreats. In terms of weapons, it's best to use either a ranged or longer weapons like the insect glaive. This is because quite often he will glide slightly above the ground, but still in range to hit with longer weapons and ranged weapons, but really it's just down to personal preference. If you've got mad skills with dual daggers, then go for it, but for anyone really struggling with this guide, then I would probably recommend the bow. So just keep following that routine, keep smashing out those attacks, and eventually he will drop like a sack of potatoes, and you can carve them up to collect all that precious loot. And there it is, that's my information guide and killing strategy for the Pukei Pukei. I hope that you found this guide helpful. If you did, then smashing that like button is always appreciated, and if you want to see more hunt guides from me, then check out my channel and subscribe today to keep up to date with all my latest videos. As always guys, have an awesome day, and I'll catch you all in the next video.